students, in the last period we discussed about the classification of kingdom Plantae of lesson number 1, classification of plant, and the characteristics of cryptogams. Now we first revise the classification of kingdom Plantae. The kingdom Plantae are divided into two main groups, cryptogams and phanerogams. Cryptogams are again divided into the three divisions, division Thallophyta, division Bryophyta and division Pteridophyta. Phanerogams again divided into two main groups, Gymnosperm and Angiosperm. Angiosperm again divided into two main parts, monocotyledons and dicotyledons. So today we discuss about the phanerogams. Students, open your textbook and see the page number 78. Now what is meant by phanerogams? Phanerogams are the flowering plant and seed bearing plant. Now we come to know about the meaning of phanerogams. Phaneros means evident and gamos means marriage. So the name given, that is phanerogams. It is also known as spermatophyta. Sperma means seed and phyta means plant. So these are the seed bearing plants. Most advanced forms of plant. The plants are differentiated into the root, stem and leaves with vascular tissue. We know about the vascular tissue, that is xylem and phloem, which conduct food material to the plants. These plants are multicellular eukaryotic organization with chlorophyll. The question may be come in our mind that how seeds are formed. During reproduction, when male gamete fuse with the female gamete, there is a formation of zygote, and that zygote develops into the embryo. So inside the seed there is a presence of embryo and the food. During the germination of seed, the food which is stored inside the seed is utilized by the embryo for the further development. What is germination? Germination is nothing but during the favorable condition when we saw the seed. So there is a formation of plumule and radicle. Plumule develop into the stem and radicle develop into the root. So that process is called as the germination. In the year 1825, Robert Brown classified phanerogams into two main divisions, division Gymnosperm and division Angiosperm. Now we see the Gymnosperm. What is the meaning of Gymnosperm? Gymno means naked and sperma means seed. So these plants having naked seed means seeds are exposed to the environment and not enclosed inside the fruits. The flowers and fruits are absent. The primitive seed plants. Primitive means beginning, at the beginning the plants are formed. These plants are woody, perennial and evergreen. Perennial, what is perennial? Perennial means the plant which live for many years. They include medium-sized tree, tall trees or shrubs. Stems are unbranched like in cypress and branch in pinus and citrus. The roots are generally taproot. The leaves are simple or compound and well adapted to withstand in an extreme condition like extreme temperature, humidity and wind. These plants bear male and female flower on different sporophyll on the same plant. Sporophyll bear sporangia. What is sporangia? Sporangia is a spores producing organ. So heterosporous. Heterosporous means there are two different spores are present, microspores and megasporophyll. So in microsporophyll there is a formation of male gametes and in megasporophyll there is a formation of female gamete. The examples of this group are Cycas, Picea, Christmas tree, puja, that is also called as the Morpankhi, pinus, it is also called as Deodar. Now we study the division angiosperm. Angiosperm are the plants in which seed is present inside the fruits. These are the most advanced and diverse plants on the earth. The reproductive part of these plants are the flowers. Flowers develop into the fruits and seeds are present within the fruits. We do one activity. Take some seeds of corn, wheat, groundnut, tamarind and mango. Then let seeds put in water and allow to soak for 8 to 10 hours. After that, when the seeds are soaked, observe each seeds, whether that seeds are divided into two equal parts or not. So depending on that, means whether the seeds divide or not, the angiosperm divide into the two main categories, that is dicotyledonous and monocotyledonous. The plants which bear dicotyledonous seed or monocotyledonous, it is called as the dicotyledonous plant or monocotyledonous plant. Now we see the difference between monocotyledonous plant and dicotyledonous plant. The first we see the seed. Now in dicotyledonous plant, seeds divide into two equal cotyledons. And in monocotyledons, the seeds cannot be divided into two cotyledons. So it is called as the monocotyledons. Root. In dicotyledonous plant, root is well developed primary root, that is called as the taproot. And in monocotyledonous plant, the root is fibrous. What about the stem? In dicotyledonous plant, stem is strong and hard. Example, banyan tree. And in monocotyledonous plant, stem is hollow. For example, bamboo. In bamboo, stem is hollow. False, for example, banana. And disc-like, example, onion. Then leaf. There are two types of venation, reticulate venation and parallel venation. So depending on the reticulate venation and parallel venation, that plants are divided. So in dicotyledonous plant, the reticulate venation is present. And in monocotyledonous plant, parallel venation is present. What is venation? Venation is the arrangement or distribution of veins on the leaf lamina. Then what about the parallel venation? If the veins are run parallel to each other on the leaf lamina, then it is called as the parallel venation. And what about reticulate venation? When the veins forms network within a leaf lamina, then it is called as the reticulate venation. Flower. In dicotyledonous plant, flowers divide into 4 or 5 parts. So it is called as tetramerous or pentamerous. If 4 plants, then tetramerous, and if it is divided into 5 plants, it is called as the pentamerous. In monocotyledonous plant, flower with 3 parts. So it is called as the trimerous. So here we finish our chapter, that is classification of plants. After that, we will see the exercise.